You, the chosen ones, have arrived in this world with a profound purpose, with each step of your journey predestined by the cosmos. If you find yourself watching this video today, know it's not by chance. It's a part of a larger divine blueprint laid out by the universe itself. In the next few days, expect a monumental change in your life, a shift that has been written in the stars from the moment you were placed on this earth. You have a significant role to play, one that only you can fulfill, and it's your time to step into the spotlight. Soon, you will need resources to embark on this mission, and miraculously, the universe is about to make that happen. Imagine living your everyday life when suddenly you receive an unexpected invitation. A government official, believed to be chosen by divine forces, requests a private meeting with you. This official is rumored to hold keys to state secrets and the hidden fates of individuals. It may seem unbelievable, but stay open to the possibilities, because the truth behind this encounter is even more astonishing than you can conceive. It is by divine arrangement that you're set to meet this individual, and the revelations from this encounter are destined to be transformative. Today's video will unveil how all these elements are aligning perfectly to usher you into a life of abundance, peace, and the fulfillment of your destiny. As we prepare to dive deeper into this transformative journey, feel free to share your thoughts by commenting "Seekers." If you're new here and wish to tap into the energy of our channel, consider subscribing. This unfolding story is just beginning. In the broader scheme of your destiny, meeting this mysterious official is only the first step. There are layers to your purpose that even the stars have not yet revealed. Stay tuned as we explore how these newfound connections can lead to opportunities and challenges that will test and ultimately demonstrate your true power as a chosen one. On an otherwise ordinary day, filled with the usual hum of the city, your routine is abruptly disturbed by a hesitant, then progressively more forceful knock at your door. Expecting perhaps a neighbor or a co-worker, you answer only to be met with the enigmatic presence of a stranger. He's tall, clad in a simple yet sophisticated uniform that speaks of authority, yet his identity remains unknown to you. Silently, he presents you with a letter, its weight and the texture of the thick, luxurious paper, marked by an intriguing wax seal, catching your eye immediately. This seal is unlike anything you've ever seen. Its intricate symbols shimmer and seem to animate under the light. What initially appears as mere spirals and glyphs soon reveals hidden images, wings, eyes, and cryptic writings, as though the seal itself holds a living essence. A shiver of excitement runs through you as you break it open. The handwriting inside is elegant, each stroke penned with a reverence for the words it forms. Even after reading, the words echo in your mind, the one chosen by God. This is no standard official. This is a figure of both political sway and mystical knowledge, reputed for prophetic insights so precise they border on the unbelievable. Yet as you hold the letter, its reality is undeniable, tangible in its weight against your palm. The stranger gives a single nod, acknowledging the gravity of the invitation, then departs as quietly as he arrived. His footsteps recede into silence, leaving you alone, with a racing heart and a mind swirling with questions. Why you? Why would a divinely chosen figure require your presence? The letter offers no clues, only vague hints of a deep familiarity with your deepest secrets and hidden regrets. Your everyday worries, work, chores, social engagements suddenly feel trivial, overshadowed by the gravity of this summons. The world, once stable and predictable, now seems on the verge of an unseen transformation. Holding the letter, you're compelled to follow this call, driven by a mix of fear and anticipation to uncover truths you never knew you needed to find. Enigmatic venue. The chosen location for the meeting isn't a typical government office, but a hidden, magnificent room brimming with ancient relics that emit a supernatural glow. Your path diverges from the bustling city center into quieter, less frequented areas. As you venture deeper, the streets shrink, surrounded by towering structures whispering tales of bygone times. At last, you arrive at a grand arched entrance adorned with elaborate designs that intertwine like vines. Remarkably, there are no signs or security present, only a pervasive sense that this place is meant for seekers. As you step through the arch, a dimly lit hallway unfolds before you, radiating an ancient, mystical aura. The walls, crafted from dark, glossy stone, seem to soak up the light, adding to the corridor's enigmatic appeal. The ground is chillingly cold and slick underfoot. Your footsteps are eerily softened, as if the silence itself absorbs them. You approach a formidable set of double doors at the corridor's end, ornately detailed with symbols matching those on the invitation's seal. Pausing, you admire the craftsmanship. Fluid lines depicted eyes and wings, the engravings gently pulsating as though imbued with life. A faint humming sensation permeates the air, sending shivers down your spine. Taking a deep breath, you push open the doors to discover a mesmerizing scene. The room is expansive, with its ceiling lost in shadows, dotted with numerous candles casting purposeful glimmers of light. The space houses countless relics on marble and ebony stands, each piece resonating with an indescribable energy that caresses your senses as you pass. Statues capturing both splendor and terror, faces eternally locked in secretive expressions, stand among piles of ancient books and scrolls. These books, inscribed in unknown tongues, and scrolls depicting unfamiliar star maps, suggest a realm detached from time, a sacred repository of wisdom and might alien to the outside world. Central to the chamber is an imposing wooden chair, akin to a throne, strategically positioned to dominate the room. Behind it, a massive window offers a panoramic view of the city below. From this height, the urban sprawl, with its twinkling lights and moving vehicles, seems trivial, a sharp contrast to the authority of the room's occupant. The window not only offers a view, but also radiates with a mystical light, enhancing the chamber's otherworldly ambience. The heavy air, laden with the essence of ancient texts, candle wax and polished wood, bears an intangible, mighty force, making each breath a labor. As the atmosphere subtly shifts, reminiscent of the calm before a storm, you sense another presence. The individual you've come to meet, the keeper of answers to unasked questions, is about to reveal themselves, setting the stage for revelations that could unravel the mysteries veiling your path. As the figure steps into the room from a dimly lit corner behind an imposing chair that resembles a throne, everything seems to freeze in time. Each candle's flame pauses, paying homage to the newcomer. The atmosphere is charged with a palpable, electrifying energy that tingles at your senses. They wear a robe unlike any other, its fabric shimmering and shifting colors with every movement, from the deep blue of the ocean to the shimmering gold of sunlight, as if the cloth itself is infused with the day's first light and the mystery of twilight. The robe is exquisitely detailed with fine embroidery, echoing the ancient symbols and patterns seen throughout the room, as if whispering secrets of old gods and ancestors. Here and there, embedded gems flicker under the light, casting a scattered spectrum of reds, blues, and greens across the space, creating a subtle yet commanding aura of authority without ostentation. Each element of their attire seems intentional, full of purpose. Their entrance is both unassuming and majestic, a contradiction that captivates and holds your gaze. They move with a grace that seems almost supernatural, as if the ground itself shifts to support them. They carry themselves with an authoritative yet humble posture, broad-shouldered, head held high, embodying self-assurance without a hint of arrogance. Stopping before the throne, their eyes meet yours, sending a chill through you. Their eyes, vast and profound, seem to contain entire galaxies, swirling with dark and light, ancient wisdom, and a sternness that implies they've witnessed unimaginable events. Yet there's a fleeting glimpse of either compassion or curiosity, quickly concealed by a serene and mysterious demeanor. Their face bears an ageless quality, neither young nor old, but eternal and enigmatic. They extend their hands, palms upward, revealing markings that glow like ancient seals, subtly shifting under your gaze. As they begin to speak, their voice, though soft, carries a resonant power that commands attention, resonating with the weight of many voices speaking as one. "Welcome," they intone, the word echoing around the room as if not just spoken by them, but also by an assembly of voices. "You have come to a defining moment," they continue, though the significance of this moment is not yet clear to you. They pause, narrowing their eyes slightly, peering into you, through you, as if reading a secret script inscribed upon your very being. Their face shifts subtly, indicating they have uncovered something significant. There's no smile, but a gentle softening around their eyes suggests they do not use their insights to instill fear, though the intensity of their scrutiny could naturally evoke it. You sense that they are evaluating you, seeing you not just as an individual, but as part of a grander scheme that only they can fully grasp. As they step closer, the colors of their robe pulse more vividly, reflecting the silent, charged atmosphere of the room. It's clear they are no ordinary leader. They represent something far greater, a link between the earthly and the divine. Standing before them, you are acutely aware that your life is about to be transformed in ways unimaginable. In the quiet of the chamber, the atmosphere feels heavy as Officer James studies you with an intense, unwavering look. When he speaks, his voice is unlike any you've heard before. It carries a strange power, echoing around the room as if whispered by unseen spirits. Each word seems to reverberate, resonating within you. "Why you?" His calm voice slices through the air, heavy with implication but without blame. You swallow hard, your heartbeat quickening under his penetrating gaze that seems to delve into your very soul. There's a pause, the silence stretching, making you feel vulnerable as if on the brink of a deep void. "I'm aware of your involvement in a particular incident," he murmurs, his tone secretive, as if unveiling a deeply buried truth. Memories flash before you, the choices you made, the doubts that followed, and their lingering shadows. He doesn't stop there. "I know your hopes," he continues, his expression softening briefly in a show of empathy. "It's unsettling to hear him speak of your personal dreams, those secret ambitions held close to your heart." You recoil slightly as he adds, "I know your fears," triggering thoughts of those restless nights filled with anxious whispers. Chills run through you as he mentions even the dreams you refuse to acknowledge. Indeed, there are dreams you've sidelined, perhaps out of practicality or fear of failure. The profoundness of being so thoroughly understood is both terrifying and oddly freeing. His demeanor then shifts, his voice sharpening as he touches upon a deeper truth. "I know what the world is oblivious to, the truth that connects us." The room pulses with the gravity of his words. You hold your breath, feeling the enormity of a truth that transcends individuals or events, a truth that weaves through the very essence of reality. He maintains his intense gaze, revealing, "There's a narrative interwoven through the ages, embedded in the hearts of those chosen to see beyond the veil. We are not mere participants, we are guardians of this narrative." The weight of his words settles upon you, the realization dawning that his knowledge spans far and wide, touching all you know and more. The enclosed space feels charged with a potent force, making clear the reason for your meeting in this secluded place where truths are whispered and destinies acknowledged quietly. As Officer James holds your gaze, you sense that this is the pivotal moment, The shared secret knowledge now forms the basis of a destiny about to unravel. Your understanding deepens as you consider the implications, recognizing that your role in this grand story is not just as a witness, but as a keeper of a truth that will shape what is to come. The atmosphere grows tense as the conversation shifts to a grimmer topic. Shadows seem to creep closer within the room, mirroring the darkening theme. Officer James pauses, the grey hue of his robe dimming further, a reflection of the gravity of the discussion. He looks at you intently, as if trying to decide if you're ready for what he's about to reveal. His voice when he speaks is low and serious, sending a shiver through you. There are forces at play here, both human and beyond, that are engaged in a conflict as old as time itself, he explains. His words are heavy with hidden meanings, filling the air with a palpable tension. The candles flicker wildly, throwing unsettling shadows across the walls, lined with ancient relics and books. As you lean in, driven by a growing sense of dread mixed with curiosity, Officer James' piercing dark eyes capture your attention. He tells you that the world you understand, governed by visible powers and clear boundaries, is just the surface. Unseen, there exists a group that manipulates the delicate balance between order and chaos from the shadows. He lets the information sink in before continuing. This isn't just any group, but a secret society that operates within the very structures we trust, extending beyond what we can see and touch. The magnitude of his words is overwhelming, yet his convincing gaze and tone make it impossible to dismiss as just a conspiracy. They manipulate events from behind the scenes, Officer James adds, his voice growing darker. As you digest this, you reflect on recent inexplicable headlines and disasters. Could these have been orchestrated moves in a game too complex for any of us to understand? The thought is daunting, and you feel a mix of fear and awe as you consider your own place in this vast, unseen scheme. And you, he suddenly asserts, making you flinch, are unknowingly involved in this game. The room seems to close in around you as you grapple with his words. His steady gaze is both empathetic and firm. Your actions and decisions have been observed, he continues. You are more deeply entwined in this age-old battle than you think. This revelation sends a cold thrill through you. Every choice you've made might have been influenced by this hidden conflict. Random events in your life start to seem like they could be parts of a larger, unseen puzzle. A profound silence settles, punctuated only by the distant crackle of candles and a subtle vibration that seems to emanate from the very walls. Officer James steps back, his robe shifting to a deeper shade of blue, symbolizing the depth of the secret shared. In this revelation, you realize your old world has vanished, replaced by a realm filled with enigmas, shadowy figures, and a complex game whose rules you are only beginning to grasp. The future, uncertain and daunting, now beckons you to step into a role you never knew awaited you, hinting at adventures and trials that lie just beyond the horizon of your newfound knowledge. A test of loyalty and courage. The atmosphere in the room grows heavy with tension that you can almost feel tingling on your skin. Officer James moves closer, his intense gaze almost overwhelming. "But you have a choice," he declares, his voice cutting through the quiet like a solemn decree. The words hang in the air, alive and demanding acknowledgement. You find it hard to swallow, the surroundings starting to blur as the gravity of his statement envelops you. This isn't merely an offer, it's a pivotal moment, a decision point that could shape not only your destiny, but potentially affect countless others. Officer James's figure dominates the space, his robes shifting to a dark, stormy grey, undulating like tumultuous ocean waves. The energy in the room surges, placing you at the brink of a vast chasm, a single misstep from a fall into endless ruin. "You can join the power I represent," he continues, his tone now carrying a hint of caution. Be part of the wisdom and ominous foresight behind those piercing eyes. The dual sense of opportunity and threat weighs on you. The allegiance he speaks of provokes both fear and excitement, an uncomfortable blend of emotions. The power in question goes beyond mere politics. It's a profound, transformative force capable of altering history and bending reality. But, he presses on, his look hardening, before you can grasp the full consequences, he adds sharply, you must consider the costs of refusal. His words are clear, brooking no misinterpretation. The implications of walking away flash through your mind. The relentless chase by unseen adversaries, a life shrouded in doubt, or worse, being reduced to a mere tool in a game stripped of any semblance of autonomy. Remember, the path we could take together might lead to greatness or destruction, he states, a fleeting glimpse of vulnerability crossing his face before he masks it. His eyes probe yours, searching for signs of determination or reluctance. In that instant, you recognize the gravity of the situation. This offer is as much a challenge as it is an invitation, a test of your loyalty, bravery, and your readiness to dive into a realm where light merges with darkness, and truths and falsehoods intermingle in a perpetual dance. Your choice will not only determine your identity, but also the principles you choose to uphold. As you stand there pondering your decision, you can't help but wonder about the stories of others who've stood where you stand now. What tales of bravery or betrayal might have unfolded in this very room? The thought adds layers to your contemplation, weaving your story into the larger tapestry of all those who have faced similar choices. Each person's decision, like yours, started with a moment of challenge, yet each path branched out in directions as varied as the individuals themselves. As you mull over your decision, the realization dawns that this isn't just about the immediate choice, but about the ongoing journey that choice begins. As your gaze meets theirs, the moment's importance hits you like a revelation, the uncovering of secret truths. The walls seem to close in as the conversation deepens, each sentence revealing mysteries so vast they're hard to grasp, yet so real you can't look away. Officer James holds your gaze, his face serious yet tinged with something more, perhaps empathy or a mutual understanding. You shift uncomfortably, feeling the weight of his words as though they're a physical burden. The artifacts around the room, once simply decorative, now appear to carry deep significance, as if the room itself is a witness to the unfolding events. You come from a lineage that's anything but ordinary, they say, their tone filled with an emotion that's difficult to define. It's neither regret nor triumph, but a somber acceptance of an unavoidable truth. Disbelief washes over you as memories of family gatherings, casual dinners, and old photographs flash through your mind, none of which hinted at a heritage linked to something so profound. Go on, you say, taking a deep breath as the pieces begin to fall into place. Your ancestors were connected to ancient prophecies, forgotten languages, and tales that drifted across timeless landscapes. The sheer scale of this revelation tightens your grip, as if you're searching for something solid to hold on to. How could you, previously caught up in daily struggles and simple tasks, be connected to something so vast and significant? Officer James steps closer, their robes shimmering in deep blues and silvers, reflecting the gravity of the moment. They lower their voice to a whisper, which somehow fills the room with a peculiar clarity, making it seem as if the walls themselves are reinforcing their words. The future hinges on a decision you're about to make, they continue, each word deliberate, imprinting itself in your mind. Your heart races, and the room feels as if it's spinning, reality itself becoming unstable. A chill runs down your spine as you realize the magnitude of their statement. This isn't just about you or this unusual meeting. It's about historical threads woven long before your time, now drawing you towards a destiny you can't escape. Trying to stay composed, your mind toggles between anxiety and a strange, reluctant excitement. What choice lies ahead? What event could be so critical? Questions fill your thoughts, yet Officer James's intense gaze renders you speechless. They speak again, their look softening just enough to convey their understanding of your turmoil. As the dialogue unfolds, the room's atmosphere thickens with anticipation. Officer James gestures towards a set of old manuscripts spread across a table. "These texts," they begin, their voice now mixed with awe, "hold the clues to your legacy and the decisions you must face." The manuscripts, with their ancient symbols and faded ink, seem to beckon, offering a bridge to forgotten times. You step forward, drawn irresistibly to the writings, each step echoing like a whisper from the past, urging you to embrace a truth that's been waiting to be rediscovered. "Think carefully," they caution, their voice carrying the weight of experience, a subtle reminder of the high stakes involved in hasty decisions. The air is thick with tension, each inhale echoing ominously, as though the very atmosphere awaits your response. You carefully observe Officer James, searching their expression for any clue to guide your choice, yet their demeanor remains a mystery, serene and composed. Suddenly, memories of your childhood come flooding back, tales from your grandparents, odd customs your parents observed without reason. These scattered pieces of the past, once seeming disconnected, now converge, all pointing to this very moment of revelation. You sense a jolt of recognition. Though shocking, this epiphany feels like it has always been a latent part of your life, surfacing now when most needed. Reflecting on this revelation, you understand that your life's seemingly random occurrences were indeed purposeful. Every family tradition, every little detail of your history has been guiding you to this pivotal decision. Standing before Officer James, poised to make a choice that could alter your future, you contemplate the untold stories and hidden secrets of your ancestry, anticipating the day they too will be revealed. This exploration of your roots is not merely about discovering your past, it's about forging your path forward. The meeting ends with an ominous goodbye. From this moment forward, everything you do will be observed, not just by me, but by others who aim to mold the world according to their plans. Leave now and keep this meeting a secret, Officer James instructs. As you exit the room, a sense of profound insight burdens you, along with the clear sensation that your existence is about to change drastically. The walls of the chamber blur into the background as you step outside. The city, while recognizable, seems strangely different. Your mind races as you blend into the crowd, the eerie silence from Officer James's warning echoing in your ears. The city's noises seem louder and the shadows longer. Each face in the crowd might be an ally or a foe, watching, weighing your every move. This thought deepens your resolve to uncover the truth behind your role, pushing you to question not just the motives of those around you, but the very nature of your reality.